Are you ready for this testimony? Because this is insane. This is Calaway, formerly known as Deadman, aka The Undertaker, who was also inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2022. Highly regarded as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. What's greater than his career? This testimony right here.
I've always knew and believed in God. I just didn't lead my life that way.
Yes.
I've never put a lot into being a celebrity. That just kind of flies right over my head, because that's just not really who I am.
Yes.
But as you can imagine, you get exposed to a lot of different things, because of what you do. And I lived a pretty excessive lifestyle. So she says, "Would you please just come to church with me one time?" I'm like, "Babe, look, I'm gonna walk in there and the rafters are gonna start shaking, and I believe in God. I'm good. Just I don't want to, it's not gonna work." But she was very persistent, and she wanted me to be the man that I could be, and that has nothing to do with being the Undertaker. And so I went, and it was just the perfect circumstance at the perfect time. She pushed me, and I went reluctantly, but once I got there, and I grew up Catholic, and so I'm thinking to myself, man, I don't want to kneel, I don't want to get down on the pew. After 17 surgeries, you can figure my body doesn't really feel good all the time. So I'm like. So there were no pews, there were no, I didn't know, there was no kneeling and everything. And I just had this, once again, it was kind of like the Eggman deal. Like I was getting myself worked up, right?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, okay, all right, pastor's gonna see me and he is just gonna throw fire and brimstone right at me. Boom, sinner, and it wasn't nothing like that. Mac and Julie and his family, they were really awesome. And it was more like of a conversation, And I found myself from being, kind of tense and pensive to kind of leaning in and like, wow, this is pretty cool. Wow. And that started my journey.
Yes.
Back to leading my life the way I should.
Yes.
And
isn't that great?
Thank you. Michelle, and I can't wait for you to meet her one day. She is a very strong woman, and she had to be. And she's put me in the right place for me to get my life back on track again to what really matters. And I'm, obviously I'm forever indebted just for that. And not even counting how, she's an awesome mom, and, she actually just did her mobile loaves and fish training. So she's awesome. She brings the best out of me.
Shut up.
And you were telling me too when we've talked, it's so interesting and just to hear what an amazing testimony of someone bringing you to church, of course, someone you love so much. And then I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I believe you were telling me like how you knew about God, but then that personal relationship, that was that trigger.
Yeah, absolutely. That was, I wouldn't have been able to give you, I wouldn't be able to recite any kind of scripture whatsoever that first day. Yes, I knew there was, like I said, I was raised Catholic in a God-fearing home, but I just, all my brothers had to go to Catholic school and, taught by the nuns and getting their hands popped with the rulers and all that. I still hear it when I go home all the time about how rough they had it, but it was the start of me and my journey.
Yes.
And realizing that there was a whole nother part to life that I was missing out on, and I'm not perfect.
Nor am I.
No one's perfect.
No one
I
here
get
is
that.
perfect, Mark.
No, I get that. I mean, I'm still, I'm still in my process.
Yes.
I'm getting there, but I spend, I spend a lot more time these days reading my Bible and
Good for you,
no.
man.